today we have come out with our result. A few highlights I will share. Total business has grown by 12.79%. Total deposit has grown by 12.23%. Total advances has grown by 13.43%. If you ask me the highlight of the year, two, three highlights are there. Number one, CASA. CASA, if you see, we have almost, despite this challenging time, we have been able to maintain our CASA to almost the same level, 39.67%. And CASA growth is 10.85%. Similarly, in RAM sector, our growth is around 15.28%. That is supported by retail, which is 18.38, and also by MSME 16.39. Two more highlights I will say. Despite rate cut scenario, we have been able to maintain our return on asset at around, last year it was 1.32, this year it is 1.31. So we have been able to maintain our ROA. And this quarter also we have, despite 25 basis point repo rate cut, we have been able to maintain positive NII. There is sequential growth of 3.29% in NII. With that, now I will present my financial performance to all of you. So total business we have touched at 14.95 lakh crore with a growth of 12.79%. Total deposit has touched 8.28, almost we have touched 15 lakh crore. Deposit at 8.12 lakh crore with a growth of 12.29, advances 6.767 lakh crore with a growth of 13.43 lakh. CASA, as I told, CASA we have grown by 10.85%, out of that saving fund 10.64%, and current account is 12.16%. CD ratio has remained very comfortable at around 80%. RAM has grown by 15.18%, and we have touched RAM of 4 lakh crore total. Retail growth is 18.72%, 1,41,000 crore we have reached. Agriculture growth is 11.28%. Actually, our agriculture growth is good because we have sold IBPC of 23,000 crore. If we account for that, then my growth in agriculture is also around 23%, 27%. MSME also we have grown by 16.39%. Corporate last year growth, if you see, corporate growth was 3%, which has gone up to 9.19%, and corporate book has also crossed 2 lakh crore. Asset quality earlier, last year it was 3.09%, it is 1.98% now with a reduction of 111 basis point. Net NPA 0.15, very much comfortable. PCI provision coverage ratio is at 98.28%. Cost of deposit, of course, because of interest rate going down, it has gone down a little bit. Yield on advances has also gone down because of the repo rate cut. NIM we have been able to, still I will say we have been able to maintain NIM of in excess of 3.30, only 5 basis point impact is there. Annually also only 15 basis point impact is there. Return on asset 1.28 for the last quarter, but for entire year it is 1.31. Net interest income YOY growth is 6.91%, but quarterly growth is 11.27%. Operating profit we have shown growth of 4.83% annually. Net profit also has grown by 11.33% annually, and we have touched figure of 12.156%. Return in equity has gone down little bit. One thing I will also like to share, the board of directors has recommended dividend of 20.22%. Per share it is 18.25%. Next. So this already captured in the previous slide. Next. So again, deposit, as I told, deposit has grown by 12.29%. Out of domestic growth is 12.28, overseas growth is 12.45. Current saving growth I have already explained. Advance growth also already explained. So next slide you take. RAM, I told, RAM remains our focus area and strength also, which is at around 65%, although it has come down little from 66.06% to 65.45%. But that because see, as a financial institution, we also have to take responsibility of the infrastructure development of the country. That's why we are focusing on the corporate also, and that's why corporate growth has increased last year. From the last year it was 3%, now 9%. That's why little bit marginal decline in RAM share from the last quarter. If I talk of the contribution, corporate contributes 34%, retail 23%, agriculture 25% and MSME 18%. MSME ultimately we will take it to at least 20% gradually. Next. Priority sector we have achieved all the target, whether it is priority sector or agriculture, small and marginal, weaker section, micro under MSME, all we have achieved the target. We have also achieved target under Mudra against a target of 100% achieve against a target of 15,700. We have done 15,708. Also PM Viskarma we have sanctioned 115 crore loan to 13,000 beneficiary. PM Swanidhi also 1,226 crore to 7.82 lakh beneficiary we have sanctioned. Next. Profit, net profit I have already explained. Net profit has gone up by around 11.33% annually, and it is at 12,115. For quarter it was 3,108 with a sequential growth of 1.37%. NII, as I told, NII YOY has increased by 6.91%, or non-interest income has also increased by 8.32%. Next. Income, interest income, total interest income has increased by 10.24%, and total non-interest income has come down little bit because of the impact on the treasury. Treasury last year we have earned around more than 1100 crore. This year it has been subdued around 900 crore. And if you see quarter and quarter, profit from treasury sale of investment has come down from 340 to 105, and MTM loss is also there. So that is basically because of the hardening of the interest rate. Interest rate has gone up. If you see March to March, around 40 basis point it has gone up. So because of that, there is some impact on the treasury income. Next. Interest expenses. If I talk of interest expenses, we have been very careful on the interest expenses. Total interest expenses has gone up by 9.55%, and other expenses by 5.11%. Overall, there is increase of around annually, if I talk of around 10.14% increase in the expenses. Next. Cost of deposit, it has come down from 4.93 to 4.83, around 11 basis point, 10 basis point impact is there, and annually 5.12 to 4.97. Cost of fund has also come down from 5 to sequentially from 5 to 4.88, annually also around 17 basis point impact is there. Then yield on advances, yield on advances has come down, I mean say from 8.31 to 8.07, but annually it has come down, annually also it has come down by around 42 basis point. NIM I have already explained, it has come down from 3.41 to 3.24, and for this quarter it was 3.23. The cost to income ratio has gone up. It was 45.05 for the year, it is 46.03 for the year. But if you see this December quarter to March quarter, there is improvement. It has come down from 46.90 to 44.99%. Return on asset already explained, we have maintained, almost maintained from 1.32 to 1.31. Book earning per share is 90, I will say for the year, and book value is also 487.23. Business per employee 36.41, business per branch 243.87, net profit per employee 30.22. Next. Already this is the depiction. Bank is well capitalized, 17.93 is the total capital of the bank. Out of that, CET, which is called core capital of the bank, that is around 16.40%, and tier 2 is 1.53%. Next. This is government shareholding. Government shareholding is 73.84%, and mutual fund 13.69%. Then FPI etc. around 5.96%. We have been rated AAA by CARE, and 81 bond has been rated AA plus by CRISIL, and tier 2 bond AAA by CRISIL, infrastructure bond AAA by CRISIL, and AAA by CARE also. Next. Gross NPA has come down from 14,268 to, in absolute term, to 13,190, and percentage term from 3.09 to 1.98. Net NPA has also come down from at 0.15, it was 0.19 last year. AUC recovery, that is recovery in return of account, that is around 657 crore. For the year it is 2508. And provision coverage ratio is at 98.28%. Slippage ratio has been less than 1, 0.85%. Credit cost is 0.31. Next. SMA, there is a substantial improvement in the SMA. If I talk of the total SMA book, I will start from March 24. March 24 it was 15.59, which came to 8.06 in March 25, and now 4.73% in March 26. So there has been substantial improvement in the SMA. Next. Financial inclusion, all the parameter BC, we have more than 17,000 BC now engaged. PMJDY account 247 lakh account we have, and we have a PMSBY, PMJJBY, APY. Consistently we are achieving the targets.